But finally, it's time for Blind Man's Bluff of
Mm,
setjetter.com, Robert's favorite segment. And, it's my favorite segment because we get to dive into your work.
all right.
You ready?
I'm ready. Oof.
Why I'm doing this.
It's this tension. It's a tension. That's why I'm like, all right.
The description is the original masterpiece. Like many fans, I first saw this on pan and scan VHS and was immediately hooked. Although viewed through contemporary lens, I'm sure it seems outdated and predictable. But at the time, it was pretty mesmerizing and cutting edge compared to the slasher fare we were used to seeing. Like Halloween, for many of these locales, you will see I visited multiple times, so you can see the changes throughout the years and joy. Absolutely no hints in there.
A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes, sir.
All right. Whew.
Absolutely.
There's a couple things that was like, I can't remember what it was like. It was like, because it was a twist on, I knew it was post Halloween, post slasher. So what, uh, and this is probably a reminder when we look at this page, I'm like, it's horribly outdated. So I need to,
Oh, how
uh,
outdated to you?
I don't know. So we'll take a look. So yeah, because these were some of my first locations. So yeah, so John was at John Marshall High School. So
These were some of your first locations, like ever?
yes, well, yeah.
Wow.
So some more, I'd say intentional locations because I remember it's like, oh, let me find, you know, and for years this entrance to the school was kind of blocked off because they were doing renovation, and now it's open again. But this is kind of how it looked. So
Oh, John,
as
this is
a
John Marshall.
yes. So at the back of the school is where they shot the Grease Carnival, but school's been used in many things.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty in Pink, like Father Like Son, and Zapped.
The back of this school is we go together
Yep,
like wama lama looma. Okay.
absolutely. So yeah, you can go on that field. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, so here's Tina's house, which
Oh, yeah.
they actually did let me into the backyard where
That's
they
cool. You
shot.
act this is a
Yeah,
real shot.
yeah. So we were walking by, and the guy happened to be taking out his garbage, and it was with my friend James, who was my uh, right hand man, on locations for quite a while. And sometimes he would goad me into doing different location, or push me a little bit. And the guy said
Push the
no. I
limits.
asked, he came out, I was like, is it, could I take a picture? He's like, no, whatever. He's like, well, go ahead. So
Oh,
that's where I'm
love
like,
that.
I don't know what it is about me that, but
You have a kind
uh
face.
yeah, obviously here's me in my slumber party massacre shirt and
I
my version of shorts, which are
love
just,
I was gonna say they're like
I
chants.
know people. I would always do that, and people are like, "Your shorts are literally just 3 inches shorter than pants." But
They are shorts, right?
that's what I call them, shorts. Yeah. So,
Okay.
but yeah. So here's the alley. So which, I was just out there a few months ago. I was doing other Venice locations, and I was like, "Oh, I know this place," and so I went to the alley and
Oh,
just
cool.
do it and a
Oh, I
little
remember you were there. Yeah.
yeah, a little revisit. So, um, so the police station, the exterior is actually Santa Monica. This library, I think it's a library, which I've
Oh,
never
yeah.
been
Yeah, yeah,
inside.
yeah.
But yeah, you see these things. You're like, oh come! I just hear all the lines to the movie.
Oh,
So
come on. Just come on.
yeah, come on. Yeah. So come on.
I always like this actor here. He's a good character actor.
Yeah, he was actually the police chief or something in Scream as well. So
Yes.
yep,
Yes. Yeah,
and
he's good.
he does conventions. So
Oh, good.
yep.
Speaking of
Um.
which, we have after this, we're going to just discuss the Hollywood show, but that's
Ooh.
a
Okay.
teaser, folks, to
Oh, a
stay
teaser.
around.
Okay. So walking to school. So this is also in Venice. So numbers on the house are always helpful. So we can kind of I'm not even sure how much of the stuff is still here, because it's been so many years since I've been here, but
Really?
where Rod Lane gets arrested.
Oh, yeah. You
So
wonder. You wonder.
you could tell this is early shots because you know what, there's just like one shot of each thing, which you know me. Usually it's frame by frame. So
Yeah, absolutely.
so
That's a good indicator.
these are early shots. So this is where Rod's funeral took place at the Evergreen Cemetery.
Evergreen is in,
It's kind of outside of downtown,
I was going to
kind of
say,
south of Glendale. Yeah, so it's not quite the best, but a lot of movies shoot there. So
this was in the cemetery too.
yep, yep. So right by there, a lot of Elm Street 3 also used the cemetery.
There's Ann Coulter's grave.
Yes. Oh, and
Oh,
yep. The Sleep Institute is off of Mulholland Drive. So
oh. So
uh
that's got to still be there.
yeah, so that's still there. So and it looks essentially the same. So
I always love the Sleep Institute.
Yes.
Like there's always
Who
doctors
who
walking around and
knows?
computers.
My other thing about the Sleep Institute is like she's smoking and say, "What the hell are dreams anyway?" And they're chain smoking. It's like, oh,
That's
we
what I
still
love about.
did that in '84.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
like those old horror movies. It's
yeah,
like in Halloween, they're all like smoking joints. I'm like, you're in a
yeah. It's like we
hospital.
could do that. So,
It's
but
fantastic.
the
Of
Venice
course.
Canal. So, and this is what Springwood, Ohio, I think. Uh, so as you know, Springwood, Ohio is known for
You're right.
their
You're right. The palm
palm
trees.
trees and canals that they have.
Yes.
So
Very, very
yeah.
Midwest.
The close up of these shots though were shot on the top of the New Line building. So
Really?
yeah, they just and if you look, they have like kind of one or two palms behind Johnny Depp's head, and it's enough to sell it. You know.
Wait, not this shot.
No, no. So I don't have pictures, but like when they cut to the
Oh,
close-ups,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. So it's just on the top of a
I
building,
never
and
put that
yeah.
together.
So, but
Good
they
call.
make it work. You don't even think about it.
No,
So,
it does work.
yep.
This is, of course, the house on Genesee.
Yep. Glenn's house, pretty much the same over the years.
Very cool.
Think
Very
they made too
cool.
much. And then the variations of there's the
The
blue door.
the
So
door.
I have that. But so you
Yes.
can see here, this is where bushes were low, and you could still kind of walk up to the house, and there's me. I'm not sure how many pictures we have me at the house because yeah, obviously you used to be able to just kind of go up to the porch and so forth. But
And you have this blue door for
I
folks.
do. Oh, I have the upper half of that blue door, so which I think there's pictures when we go down further. So
I was going to ask.
yep,
Okay,
yep,
cool.
there we go.
Here we
So
go,
there's
folks.
so this is the inside of the door. So you see these little kind of nail marks, that they have kind of around the arch. And so before I bought the door on eBay, I went through and looked at to make sure everything matched up, that this was the real door
Oh,
and everything,
smart
and
man.
everything still did. So there
See,
is
look
the
how cool
door.
that is.
So you can see, yeah, all those little marks. I had to make sure were actually true to the door. So just to verify.
Such good detail.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I still can't believe you have that. It's amazing.
I can't believe I have that either. So obviously the blue has faded over the years, but if you look at the left side of the arch, I mean the same
Here,
areas were faded. Yeah. So
here,
yeah.
here. Oh yeah, no, that's it, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. So part of me is, I just want to make sure I was getting the uh what I was paying for at the time, which was hugely inexpensive compared to what you would think.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
I don't know
no.
I don't know what this would go for right now, but
Oh, you could if you ever fell in hard times, you could.
yeah,
This would be your security.
I assume an original Nightmare on Elm Street prop would be a go for a decent
Just don't
amount.
throw it out like the orca.
Yeah, so and I'm letting it rot in the water outside my house. So
Robert,
well
why is the door in a puddle? It's there.
it is now actually up in my uh new house because for years people are like, where's the I was like, oh, it's literally was sitting in a closet. I
Like the orca.
Yeah, it was literally the orca of my thing, like the probably my most treasured
Yeah, let's
prop or
see.
whatever.
The
Well, I didn't
true
know it.
Hollywood man. It's rotting somewhere.
Yeah, I was just like, and I think I had it covered in cloth or something just to
Yeah.
kind of take care of it. But I was like, yeah, I should probably do something. So I do kind of have a nice, yeah, because it is heavy. So I kind of had the nice kind of thing to kind of put it up, and I have
You
my
have it
Freddy.
out somewhere?
Yeah, I have it up. I have my Freddy glove underneath it, and my Freddy shoes, um, and if you can hold 1 second, I was going to grab something to show
Yeah,
you.
of course.
Yeah.
This is history, folks. We are I'm gonna look at some shots of some of Robert's props he has from the original A Nightmare on Elm Street. And Robert's collecting these props over the years, but this is true um, slasher film Hollywood history. And right now he's gonna bring something else, bring something out for us to take a look at.
You talking now? Who knows what you were saying?
I was keeping
Um,
it going. I was talking
you're
lots
keeping
of
it going.
trash.
Okay. So, and I'm sure we're gonna have a special Elm Street from the vault or whatever, but I
Yes.
do have a nice Freddy's glove
Wow. Look at that.
signed by Mr. England.
Oh, that's amazing. That's
Nice.
amazing. That's one of the
And
coolest props you have, I think.
uh this is signed by most of the cast,
Look at that. Oh, look at the artwork.
including Charles Fleischer and John Saxon and Lynn Shay and everybody.
Oh,
So,
that's you got Lynch. That's so
yep.
cool.
So, but yeah, so I have a nice little
That's beautiful.
stuff.
That's a
But yeah,
lot.
we'll have to do. But anyway, so
We have to dedicate a show to that because it's
yeah,
just so much history there.
there's a lot. Yeah, I have some fun Elm Street stuff from over the years.
Yeah, I'd
And
say. I mean,
original, I still have my 1987. I spent a lot of money on my Freddy Krueger mask.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love
Anyway,
that.
maybe.
It's
Well, you know what? This is the 40th anniversary year for that movie as well. So as we
oh,
get
there it
closer to
is.
that, there we go. So
Release date was in
it was
September.
November, I think.
Oh, November.
It
Okay.
was something November, December. It was like around it was sometimes the same date as Silent Night, Deadly Night, or but
Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah. So
Quick
somewhere
question on
around
the
that time.
door here. This
Yeah.
you added this
That's a little pillow. I was just trying to make
oh,
it. I
okay.
was trying to make it look nice. So
No, it's a nice touch.
for the Fred Heads documentary, this was kind of my setup behind me. So I thought, oh, let me take some pictures while I
But
have it up. So
it's just a pillow behind there.
it's just a pillow. So
So
I
you
thought
could put this on your computer when you're on Zoom calls, do a show with you looking through the door.
I could, but yeah, it'd just be me looking through the door the whole time.
Hey, everybody.
I think that's why I scream Heather Langenkamp lines, "Daddy,
Dad.
help me!" Yeah.
Monica
Um.
Keena at the last Hollywood show wore the
Oof.
sweater.
Oh
Um,
yes.
I think that was a weird choice for her.
Well, was she in? Was it Freddy versus Jason? Is that where she was in?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I mean, it's applicable. She's in canon. He wore
yeah,
that, but I
she
don't
maybe
know.
she was just trying to. I don't know. So, and I
Maybe.
don't know if I have pictures. I do. This door is actually signed. I did, which I probably
Really?
shouldn't, but I have Heather Langenkamp sign it.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
and actually, I had her sign on the back side of the door. And actually, it's a quote from Nightmare on Elm Street 3. But in that movie, she's like, "It's a door,"
Oh, yeah,
and then she
perfect.
said,
Of
"Yeah." So
course.
anyway,
So
so
it's
I
signed
thought,
on the back side of it.
yeah. So I have my. I don't think it's on the website, but I have pictures of
Oh,
Heather
okay.
signing it. So, but oh,
Oh,
there's some of the
wow.
cast though. This is not my
Was,
first time I met these two, but
was this when
and
you were
they're
at a screening and they were like behind you?
yeah, so I think I might have that picture coming up. So, but if you go back to that first picture,
Sorry.
that Elm Street, that Dream Warrior shirt is an actual 1987 17-year-old Rob wore that
No
shirt.
way. They made that? They produced it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I could still fit in it back
And you
then.
still have it?
I still have it.
And
Yeah.
it's an original.
It's an original. So they go for quite a bit as well. But yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I was more in shape then. So
I'm
um
starting to see that. I've been
yeah.
looking up old movie posters, like originally that came out and shirts, and they jump up pretty high.
It's crazy. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, next picture is Heather. First time I met Heather, and she had long Heather Langenkamp hair, and I was
Oh,
just like,
yeah.
I couldn't believe it because it just seemed like, oh, she is Nancy. She usually has kept it pretty short over the years.
Yeah,
But
and it's Nancy here.
so that shirt, that red shirt I'm
Oh,
wearing,
sorry.
is a crew shirt from the original Nightmare on Elm Street. So
Oh, an
that I
original.
that I happened to acquire. So,
Oh, they made those?
yep, yep.
Oh, cool.
So,
That's awesome.
and this is at a VIP party. So, and this is also the same
Nice.
weekend. So I could not get enough of Heather. Yeah,
Why
obviously.
why
So,
the big Freddy vs. Jason? Did it just come
so
out?
that was Ken Kersinger was there, and I think Kane Hodder was there. So
Oh.
this was Chicago somewhere. Yeah. So more pictures of Heather. I'm just loading them up.
Oh,
So
this is
over
great.
over the years,
Where's this
she's
at?
that's done in Texas. Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Um,
you met her quite a bit.
I did obviously. You know what? If she's at a convention, I'll meet her. Like
Yeah. Why
so.
wouldn't you, right?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you? So.
Rebel
Um,
Heart Tour.
Rebel Heart. So you knew when that was taking place, 2015, I
Yep.
think. Always nice to see those two, Robert Englund.
What was he in the news for recently? Is there it was the anniversary, 40th
Probably, I don't,
anniversary.
yeah.
Not the news. He did some kind of piece, but
He's going to get a uh, name on the Hollywood Walk of
that was
Fame.
it.
So, yep. So
Yeah.
there's me and Robert
I
hanging
love this
out.
shot.
Yeah. So yeah.
This was in Texas too.
This was Chicago. So
Chicago.
soul patch time. Yeah. So
So much time.
yeah, this is one of the times. Yeah, he actually did the
Oh,
makeup,
wow.
so I felt like I had to do that. And there he's trying to cut off one of my chins.
That's so great. How many times have you met Robert Englund?
Many times. I'm not quite sure. Yeah. So
Like at least 5 times.
probably, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's a
it's
lot.
like one of those things over the years that,
I love how
so
you're
the
like sitting
VIP,
next to him
well,
here.
here's the thing, like it was a great VIP party because you could just literally sit and hang out and at Robert, he just sits and tells stories. And so I
Oh,
just
really?
was fortunate enough to be able to sit next to him and listen to him tell
You're just like
stories.
hanging
So
out there.
just hanging out. Yeah. So that doesn't quite happen like anymore. Like, he's even more popular than he was, when
Yeah.
I
Oh
think this
yeah.
is 2007 or something like that. So
Still though, that's
yeah,
pretty special.
yeah. So there he is signing the poster that I just showed you.
Oh,
So
that's
yeah.
it. What's the back here? What's this
So that
fire?
was a photo op, which I don't have that. I need to scan that.
Oh,
So
that's the
that
furnace.
I had a photo op with him and Heather, and they kind of had a nice furnace behind there.
Oh,
So,
wow. This is so
but
exciting.
yeah, so there's Robert being nice, cordial, Amanda West being nice,
Nice.
many times over.
These are great shots. Oh, these are cool. These are
You
really
wa-
good. These are really
yeah,
good
you can
shots.
watch the weight gain. Nick Corey,
No.
who played Rod,
Yeah.
um, doesn't do as many conventions anymore, but obviously
No.
there's another more Rebel Heart. Yeah, Lynn
Lin
Shay.
Shaye, the great Lin
She,
Shaye.
it's hard. She doesn't do too many conventions. She's so busy acting still that she
She
doesn't
she
have
doesn't have the
time to do
time.
as many conventions. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Dr. King,
Dr.
speaking of the
King.
Sleep Institute. Yeah.
He's a good actor. Yeah. The Sleepers. Yeah.
Oh, there he is,
Oh,
Sergeant
there he
Parker.
is.
Yeah, so
Yeah, he's a good character actor. He is good.
he is good. So
He's in a bunch
uh,
of things.
John Saxon,
John
so
Saxon.
fortunate to be able to meet him
Yeah.
over the years. Donald Thompson.
Was this at the that same place, Chicago?
That's Texas,
Okay.
and then I think the next one that is the VIP party in Chicago. So same
That's
thing. They
cool.
were all just kind of hanging out. So Ronee Blakley. So
Ronee Blakley. I love the amount of times you got to meet these folks though.
it is kind of sometimes like it seems like, oh, I met him once or twice maybe, and I'm like, oh,
No,
I
no,
guess
it's a
I've met
lot.
them many times. And then this is one of my favorites because
Oh yeah.
the two Thompson parents got
Yeah.
together for pictures and a drink. So
They're drinking.
cannot complain
Oh, that's
about
so
that. So,
exciting. These are great
but
shots.
yeah, so and I think here's my favorite
Oh, this
picture.
is it. Yeah.
So I think I've told the story before, but I'll try to be brief. But yeah, so
Oh
at
yeah, no,
this
tell it
thing,
again,
they had a
please.
screening of Elm Street 1 and 3, and because I had a VIP ticket, I had front row. You had assigned seat, so it's like in seat number 7. And so I found my seat, whatever, and there's all these kind of wicker couches in front of me. I'm like, well, that's weird. And then right before the screen starts, who plops in front of me to watch but Heather Langenkamp and Amanda Wiss, and I was just like. And I was actually supposed to, I'd seen the movie so many times before. I was actually supposed to meet my friend out downtown later. And I was like, I'm not coming. I think,
Oh, you almost passed it up.
I texted my friend. I was like, I'm not
Oh
coming.
yeah, oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
going out because I can't beat this opportunity to,
Oh
literally kind of
no.
watch the movie. So, and so next to them was like Ronee Blakley and like the whole cast and the Dream Warrior cast. And so it was just
Wow.
one surreal to watch that. And I knew as soon as the film started, I was like, oh my God, one, this is happening. And two, if you remember in the first Elm Street, that these two were also on the couch in the same position when they're at Tina's house and Nancy's talking about her
I
dream and
did
stuff
not
like
put that
that.
together.
And so I tried to snap a picture of that happening on the screen in front of me at the same time. But anyway,
Oh my
so
goodness.
if you can imagine being a huge Elm Street fan and having all this, the first time I get to
Oh,
meet any of the cast and all of these things happening, I'm like, this is made up.
yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah.
And also to be there in that like you're seeing the movies and they're there and it's by chance makes it all the
Mhm.
more special.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
it's
So
just great job. Where was this again? I'm sorry.
Chicago, I think flashback weekend. So that
Chicago.
was I've been to that a couple different times. So it's yeah, so it was one. I think it was my first non-Halloween convention. So
Oh,
I
so
was kind of
cool.
excited to say, I'm like, this is fantastic. Are all conventions like this? They're not.